Good morning, guys. It is Friday morning. Cannot wait for it to be the weekend, but it is kind of a gross, completely rainy, nasty day out there so far. It was raining whenever I took Duncan to his school this morning, but luckily it kind of let up for just a minute or two while I took him inside. I came back out, and on the way home it started downpouring, so very glad that I missed out on all that. Pokemon status update. I am halfway through level 6 now, and if I click and go in here, I've got some new Pokemons. Some new from last night, some new from this morning, just sitting around the house and whatnot. But I've got, my highest level Pokemon is now 207. It's Venomoth. I know next to nothing about these things, but I've been getting rid of all the duplicates. So like, I have Pidgeotto, and I see an awful lot of Pidgeys, and so I get rid of them because I'll be able to do upgrades and evolve him using Pidgey candies. Actually, I just need 5 more and I'll be able to evolve him again. Very cool. So I'm somewhat starting to get the hang of the game. I actually found a couple articles online that gave some tips and tricks on it. And basically the biggest problem with it at this point is just that it's very, very limited. And I know that it's very early, it's just released, but basically all that you can do at this point is capture wild Pokemon and go to gyms and fight other people or defend a gym. So there's no actual one-to-one battles, there's no battles with wild Pokemon, and the battles that they actually do have are basically just smash the screen until you defeat it with the occasional swipe left and right to try to avoid an attack, but it's almost impossible to do. I have actually started running across higher level Pokemon. When I was out last night, I think I forgot to even mention it, I came across one that was orange, and I think I actually found an orange one this morning right after I got home. No, I stopped by the park on the way home this morning. I went by the park because they said that parks are supposedly much, much better, so I just pulled into the park and parked, and while I was sitting in the parking lot there, oh look, there's another Pokemon, and it was an orange one, and that one I missed out on. I lost, I think, 5 or 6 Pokeballs to it, and then it fleed. It's the first one I've ever seen to actually run away. But I did capture an orange one last night. I can't even remember which one it was. Sorry, I'm spending too much time talking about Pokemon. Actually, I think it was a Raticate. And I already had several Raticates and Rattatas and whatever else, however you pronounce those. But this one was significantly higher level than any one that I'd already had. Anyway, I'm still having a lot of fun playing it. There's so many limitations to it. You can't really do a whole lot. And I'm gonna go ahead and stop there and move on with the rest of the day. Now, I had big plans for video stuff for the day. I mean, the stuff to be reviewed pile is actually getting smaller again. But after that, that's the majority of the things to be reviewed. So that's awesome. And like I was saying last night, I'm like 6 videos ahead at this point. And I've got one scheduled to go up at noon today. I think I'm actually going to swap it out for another one because the company behind the other one sent me some coupon codes that I can give out, which will be very nice and a great way to wrap up the week. So I'll swap it out, and the other one I was going to put up, the EEG device, I'll put that up Sunday or Monday or something like that. So that'll work out, I think. Today also wraps up my being on call for work. I mentioned last week that I was going on call. I have gotten a grand total of 2 calls during that time, which is awesome. The first call took me like 2 hours to work through, and I didn't even get a chance to fix it because somebody else did. The second call came in this morning at like 8:30 when I was going through the shower, so I missed it. Oops. So I'm going to go ahead and just check on it and see if there's anything I can do to help, but I'm fairly certain the email that I got to go along with it was basically just saying one server is down, and yeah, that's not really my place to fix, but I'll look into it anyway. And other than that, I'm just going to try to get back to work, get some stuff done for the day job, get some stuff done for video making, and have a good, fun day. Gotta make that news video today. Always forget that. Let's get to work. The morning is coming to a close, and wow, has it been stressful. No, I'm not touching Pokemon, leave me alone. Still having server problems with it, but whatever, moving on. But FedEx showed up just a few minutes ago. They left a ridiculously large box, not anywhere near the front door. Because of all the rain and everything, I assume he didn't want to put a bag over it, so he put it at the other end of the house at the garage, so I had to walk out there and get it. Anyway, the gigantic box is gone. This is the box that was inside of it. You guys know I go kind of back and forth in terms of lighting. I've been using these LED panel lights up here for a while, and they're getting the job done, but I decided to try something different because I found it was a pretty decent price. This is a 240 LED ring light. And it's actually a very decently sized ring light, so hopefully I'm not going to have just a gigantic ring in my glasses all the time. But I suppose we will see very, very soon. I have to get some things moved around, get a lighting stand and everything, and then I should be able to actually get it all set up. But the funny thing is, I was actually sitting there, I had taken the time and gotten all my stories in order. I was going to go ahead and film my news video just before lunch, and right as I start to film it, FedEx pulls up, everything freaks out. Then right after I get that in here, I start unboxing it, I start working on the video for the ring light so I can try to use it for the news video. USPS shows up, puts something inside the door, everything buzzes and goes off, and it's like, can I get it just a little break? It's a Friday, please give me a little break. So I'm just gonna stop. I'm gonna go find my lighting stands and everything and get everything ready for the ring lamp, and have some lunch and calm myself back down. Maybe play a little Pokemon if I can get logged in. It's gonna be good. Oh man, I'm sweaty now. But progress has been made. Man, my voice even hurts. I wasn't yelling or anything, I'm just very dry. Anyway, I got one of the light stands out, and as you can see, I've got it set up with the camera. Although I may look into another one of these camera arms like this. Not camera arms, but just flexible mounting arms. Because having the camera mounted that way, I can't actually get the SD card out, so that kind of stinks. But I did test that out very, very briefly. I'm gonna finish up the video with it sometime, a little while. And yeah, it makes some very nice light, although I have to put my glasses up just a little bit. Like, I don't think it's even really noticeable, but I have to move them up just a little bit so you don't have a ring in my glasses, which kind of stinks. But in addition to that, because as I mentioned, I do have light stands in here now, I don't have light stands in here, because I did have the Vive stands over here and over there, but I went ahead and mounted one over the door and one over the archway. We're gonna have to do some work to try to hide these wires a little bit. Maybe put some, I think they make some sort of staples you can hide it with, and then maybe put like a power strip down here. Anyway, just thought I would go ahead and mention that, and I figured while I was in there I had to go ahead and recalibrate the room because everything was moved around. And while I was in there, I actually earlier bought Fruit Ninja for the Vive. And that's the first time that I've played the Vive in weeks, probably. And holy crap, I'm so sweaty. I mean, I did not realize that game was going to be that vigorous, that intense, because you've got swords in both hands, and you're attacking just this whole line of fruit that's coming at you. It's ridiculous. But it was so much fun. I think I got within the top 200 in the world in the Zen mode, which I guess that's something. I would like to actually keep practicing it and get better and better at it. But you know what? It's already after 1 p.m. and I haven't had lunch yet. I keep getting distracted. And there's the setup. I just finished filming the news video and I used this setup. I tried the trick where I tilt my glasses up and about halfway through the video they just pop back down like that, so it's not gonna work. I'll have to check out the footage and see how it looks. Hopefully it looks okay. But one way or the other, news video is filmed. The last part of the ring light video is filmed. I'm definitely going to have to, sorry, let me turn this off. Definitely gonna have to get another one of these friction mount arms so that I can mount the camera a little higher, but it's definitely getting the job done. Well, I'm having a moment of panic. I was messing around in my iMovie libraries earlier, and I found there's a directory with 120 gigs of files sitting in it. They were all old deleted libraries, so I deleted them all out. And now it's telling me that my libraries are gone. Like, all of my existing libraries are gone. No. I'm gonna hope that it will just rebuild it. I mean, the worst case scenario, I will have lost a couple of videos that I had in the works. And there's really only one video that I'm even halfway worried about, and that's the ring video, and that's because it's still not 100%. I haven't got it public. Basically, once the video goes public, I just delete the entire project for it and all of the associated files aside from the video, because I just don't want terabytes of old video files sitting around. There's no reason for that. But the Mac is now acting like I kicked it, and I definitely did not. I had to end up killing it, but oh, this is not fun. Oh, and I breathe a sigh of relief. Everything appears to actually be there. So that's the amount of projects that I have in there in the works, or things that are done and uploaded and just waiting to go public. Taking a look at some of the footage that I just shot from the news video. Wow. Why didn't I do this a long, long time ago? I mean, of course, you're getting that little tiny ring in the center of your eye that a lot of people are gonna notice. A lot of people love that look. I actually really like that look. And you're seeing a little bit of light here on my glasses, but it's not really distracting. You're not seeing the big thing in the glasses I thought you were going to, even when my glasses were down like they are now. Wow, this is gonna turn out really well, I think. And it means I don't necessarily have to use the additional panels if I don't want to. Or I could technically move the panels down here to be closer to the table. I have lots of options, and these lights are now separate entities that can provide much more light when put together. And actually this ring light, you'll see if you end up watching the video about it, that light gets so ridiculously bright. When I'm using it, like I used it for the news video, I think I had it on maybe 6 out of 30. The dimmer switch will click 30 something times, 31, 32, something like that. And I had it on about 5 or 6. So that tells you just how bright it goes. We've all made it home. Ellis was asleep when I got him from daycare, but brought him home and he immediately passed back out again. It looks like we are having Taco Tuesday on a Friday. Hi, welcome home. I laid down next to Ellison there for a minute and I kind of passed out too. Just for a minute. I was trying to get him to go to sleep again. So it's a little while later already. It's, let's see, we had our dinner. It's almost 7 o'clock. Wow. And they are getting ready to run out the door. As I mentioned, it's Friday, so we don't really have anything going on. And new movie just came out that Duncan has really been wanting to see. So you're gonna go see the Pets movie?
Yeah, we sleep a lot in Pets.
Oh, you didn't want to see that one? Okay.
No, I did.
Is Ellis awake?
I don't know. It looks like he might be waking up. Once we got here, Ellis basically just laid down here and sort of collapsed. He's been out ever since. Oh, he's thinking about it. He's gonna wake up. I don't know. So tired. I don't think he realizes that I moved away yet. He's just been sitting up there playing with his toy. He's sitting up on his own. And of course, right after I said that, he kind of spazzed out and then jerked backward. He keeps doing that every now and again. Look at that. Look how good he's doing. As long as somebody's here to kind of help a little bit, he can sit up. He just gets distracted. You know, the funny thing is, Christina gave me the choice earlier. I could either go to the movies with Duncan and she'd stay here with the baby, or I could stay here with Ellis. And at the time, I went ahead and chose to stay here because Ellis, he passed out as soon as we got home, and it was like 7 o'clock when they were leaving. So I kind of figured he was going to just sleep most of the rest of the evening, and I was going to get stuff done in my office. But as they were getting ready to walk out the door, he started to stir. And as soon as they drove out of the driveway, he woke up, completely awake. He's had a bottle, he's had a few diapers, he's played, he's romped, he's everything. And it has been great, don't get me wrong. I actually took a couple of pictures of him sitting up on his own and sent it to my dad and sent it to Christina. And we've just played and we've watched YouTube videos and it's been a lot of fun. I still have an awful lot of stuff I want to get done on the office. I mentioned a long time ago I was doing spring cleaning on the office. I kind of just stopped on that for some reason. I just gave up. I think I got sick or something. I don't know. But I'm trying to get back into it, especially because tomorrow we have a buttload of people coming to the house for D&D again. And a couple of people that actually have never been here before, so new people for D&D. So I don't exactly want my office to be in a terrible mess, but Ellis is finally getting to the point where he's starting to wind down just a little bit. He's starting to get tired over there. So he may just fall asleep here in a few minutes, and if that happens, I may head back into my office, or at least get one of the boxes from the office and start cleaning things up and organizing things more, because I've got a long way to go. Oh, hey, welcome back. No, he's not had any baby food. He's actually not really been fussy. He's been playing most of the time.
I saw him in the picture sitting up.
Yeah, he's been doing really, really good with that. We just started playing and practicing, and he was doing well. He fell back a couple of times, but I caught him best I could. How was the movie?
It's good. You didn't ask.
What was my movie like? How was the movie?
Good.
Good? Liked it? There were all kinds of pets, and it was in a world? All right. Good review.
Super long.
Super long. And Ellis
though.
is so sleepy.
There was a Minion short at the beginning too. It was cute.
Ellis is super sleepy, but he's been fighting it, and he's so happy now.
Says, Mommy and Bubby are home.
Is that time to play again? Just play some more. After 11 p.m., everybody else is in bed. I am exhausted. I'm still congested, and went ahead and took my medicine, so it's starting to kick in now. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap things up. We have a very long day tomorrow. Got a lot of stuff I need to get done in terms of the office and leveling up my character for D&D and getting everything set up and ready for maybe using one of the projectors in D&D if we can. Should be a very good day, hopefully. I'm going to try to make sure to pull the camera out during D&D, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up for now. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for spending the day with me and the family. We'll see you again tomorrow.